Since the mid-80s, we've always dreamt about building an India-based technology capability. We really got a break in 2001 when Karl-Heinz gave us some seed funding. It was a small start, one project and a team of about 20 people. That was the beginning.
The first time I walked into our facility in Mumbai, it was this huge expanse of 300 seats, and the biggest I'd ever seen in Accenture was really 30, 40, 50 people at best. And I really scratched my head to say, how are we ever going to fill this place?
Those days, hiring about 20 people a month was considered to be a stretch.
I remember in 2001, we had to build a meeting room to accommodate a 14-member client delegation.
The most aggressive scenario in our business plan set a target of 1,000 people in 3 years. The more reasonable estimate was 400.
I remember we used to track the number of people we get on board each month using a small whiteboard that we had in our project area, and the excitement that all of us shared when the number of 100 went up in that month.
We were making progress on our plans, but given that we were a new entrant in the Indian IT space, we had many people to convince.
Accenture? Who is that?
And I heard Rahul and others talk about the kind of numbers they were talking about and the industry which was completely new to them. The one apprehension that really came in my mind was, are they really going to be able to achieve this?
The CEO of my ex-employer actually advised me that I should not join Accenture. They were just setting up shop in India. Tomorrow they'll just close shop and go back. What will you do then?
The head of HR of the company I used to work for couldn't believe that I had decided to leave India's #1 paints company and join a company which had at least not established itself as a career provider for HR professionals in the Indian context. Disbelief was the reality.
Today, Accenture is a name that the young Indian professional is proud to work for. Eager, in fact. As we look at last year, we recruited 6,000 people out of over 200,000 applicants.
And I remember when they hired around 500 people in 5 weeks. That was a big high.
With scale came the need for industrializing our delivery processes and convincing clients of our ability to execute work successfully from India.
I recognize Accenture as a well-known global brand, but are they equally dominant in the Indian offshore space as well?
Accenture has demonstrated its confidence in the institutionalization of its processes by repeatedly undertaking assessments and successfully completing them.
We had a client who's been visiting us for the last 2 years. The team actually walked up to me and they said, hey, we've been coming to this center for the last 2 years and we see a tremendous difference in terms of your quality processes, how you manage things, the scale at which you manage things.
We've been working together for over 3 years and we've grown our account to over 700 people total. By combining our consulting and IDC teams, we've recently won 2 significant deals worth $96 and $30 million respectively. Together, we're changing the landscape at this client.
Project after project, Accenture increased its offshore win rate, adding 1 client every 7 days, but analysts continue to question our commitment to India.
Is Accenture really serious about offshore, or is it just another reactive strategy?
I would like to congratulate you. We're here to listen, to learn. We're also here to celebrate your success.
During a recent analyst visit, this is what the analyst had to say. When I visited here 2 years ago, clearly offshore was not a part of Accenture's core strategic agenda. Today, offshore is very real for Accenture.
Nobody expected us to be where we are. But here we are. And as we grew, expectations also grew. This meant providing people with a global platform, challenging work, and an accelerated career path.
During the last 4 years, I've grown with the IDC from being its first manager then to now being part of the global leadership team.
The first project I got into was actually a product development. I would like to say it's honestly been the most amazing experience I've had in this organization.
It is this combination of challenging work and celebrating success which has helped us achieve high people satisfaction scores in spite of fast-paced growth. Today, we've grown to over 10,000 people across 9 facilities in 4 cities and serve over 170 clients, including 45% of Accenture's diamond clients.
A few years back, amongst industry peers, there was a lot of skepticism about our ability to grow, our ability to sustain our growth, and our ability to deliver. Now, in my conversation with industry peers, I find a huge recognition and a huge amount of respect for what we've done in India.
The story of our achievements is really the story of our people who dreamt big and kept the faith.
It is clear to me that a powerful technology capability in India is a prerequisite for success in the global IT services market. Where we are today is at the base camp in our trek to scale new heights. In many ways, this is still a beginning.